Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for December 30th of 2024 is titled M27, the Dumbbell Nebula. So what do we see here? Well, here we see what will eventually become the fate of our sun. So at the end of a star's life, it will use up the hydrogen that was in its core. Currently, the sun is converting hydrogen into helium, and that provides the source of energy for the sun. Once that is used up, then the core of the star will start to collapse downward, and the outer layers will expand, making the star a red giant star. Now there's a few more stages it will go through, but it goes through this process a couple of times, and then eventually the core will compact down into a white dwarf star, containing most of the mass of that star, but being compressed down to the size of a planet like Earth. And as that happens, the outer layers, the more diffuse layers, are expelled outward into space. And that is what we see here. So we are really seeing the white dwarf would be at the very center of this, but the outer layers are regions that were once part of the atmosphere of that star. And as they are expelled out into space, the heat from that core, producing a lot of ultraviolet light, will energize all of that gas around them and cause it to glow. And here we see this in three different colors. The red being due to sulfur, the green to hydrogen, and the blue to oxygen. Now we can also see that this is not just a single process. We can see that various layers seem to have been expelled out over a period of time. So it's not just one big release of the material, but we can see different layers that are being expelled outward. So some of those outer layers in the blue were expelled first, and then some of the inner layers were expelled later. Now, eventually this material will continue just to expand outward into space. This white dwarf star will cool off, and the material will get so far away that it is no longer energized, and it will just become part of the basic interstellar medium, becoming seed material for future generations of stars. Now eventually our sun will do this same thing. Maybe in 6 billion years or so, then our sun will have reached the end of its life and will spend a short time as a planetary nebula. Now, the planetary nebula is a very short phase, lasting only tens of thousands of years compared to the many billions of years that the star may exist as an ordinary star. So it's only those few that we happen to catch right at that end stage of their life, right when this occurs, that we actually get to see as planetary nebulae, including the one that we see as the Dumbbell Nebula today. So that was our picture of the day for December 30th of 2024. It was titled M27, the Dumbbell Nebula. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be dark and twisted. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.